Now then, what do you remember about the big fires? Remember when we had the drought and the fires burned the forest? That had to have been in the 50s.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember that? You didn't work for the fire to help with fires. Okay. I'm thinking we had a drought. It was sometime in the 50s,
Yeah.
and they and a lot of the forest area burned. So you came back in the 60s then?
I came back in about
60. Irene was born in
57.
57.
So
I was still living at the sawmill when I got sick of Irene.
I was still living working. I was still working at the sawmill when she got
Sick.
when she was going to have
Irene.
Irene.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was born in 1957.
Mm-hmm. So you were still there then?
So when I moved out to TRC, that was about
60.
59, I think, 1959. And then we lived there in TRC about a year or so. And then I went to work for the city in 1961. Yeah.
And did you retire from the city
I
then?
retired from the city.
And what did you do when you worked for the city of
I
TRC?
had to run a grader, a blade.
Okay.
Now you're there, Sam.
So you ran the grader, and was Broadway still named Broadway at that time, or
Yes.
was it Pertain Street?
Yeah, no, it was Broadway,
It was Broadway.
in Maine.
Uh-huh.
Broadway in Maine.
So you must have been there about the time that they brought the exchange in.
Yes,
Yeah.
we were there, yeah.
What do you remember about that?
What?
When they changed from Hot Spring to TRC, we didn't vote for that. A lot of people would vote. We did not vote for that.
But that was what's his
Yeah,
name?
yeah, but it was
Ralph
1950.
Edwards. That's
Yeah.
when they changed the name from Trussell Consequences to
From
TRC.
Hot Springs to Trussell Consequences.
Yeah.
But in about that same time, they were expanding the roads coming through TRC.
Yes.
They were making, they brought in the exchange because they were building the interstate. Do you remember, did you help with the grading on any of the
No.
roads on that?
No, we just work in town.
And just for the city, that's
In
all.
the city limit, that's all.
So what do you remember, did you remember any floods in particular that happened? Any floods, big amounts of water?
Oh, yeah, a lot of problems at that time, yeah. Yeah.
So then after you retired, then you moved back up here.
Yeah, we moved up here. We used to go back and forth every day.
Oh, you
I retired from the city.
Oh, you worked in
Yeah,
the
I
city.
worked 11 years for
We
the
worked for the
city.
city.
And what did you do in the city?
I was
She was
taking
a
care of
custodian.
the community center.
Okay.
I was taking care of the people that come and pay for playing cards or dominoes or shuffleboard or whatever.
That was down there on Foch Street
Yes.
at the rec
Yeah.
center.
At the recreation center, yeah.
Now, do you remember when they built the back of the west side of the community center on? When they
It
put
was already built when I went to work there.
and that was called what? What was that named after? Was it Getz? Was it? You don't remember the Art Getz Center? It was the Art Getz Center.
I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. So you commuted every day, worked in TRC after you finished the sawmill, and then you moved back. I mean, you lived here and drove into town.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And how long did it take you to drive back and forth?
About 45 minutes to an hour.
One way.
One way.
Wow. Can you think of any other memories that stand out in your mind about that? Or did you get tired of the drive?
Oh, no.
No. Never did. Now I can feel it on my arm,
Yeah. But not then.
Ask them about the CCC.
Oh, were you involved in the CCC? Did you know anything about WPA
No,
or CC projects?
Never did.
Never did. Okay, because you were born in '28, so you must have been a little. Was your dad involved in it?
No.
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 Not my dad, but some of my, God damn, I can't think of it.
Your cousins?
Cousins, yeah, like Aristeo, Ramon's brother, he was in that.
Oh, Ramon's brother was
Yeah,
in it. And what we're talking about now is Ramon Gurley, who would have been one of the sons of Juan Gurley,
Yeah,
which lived in this area.
yeah.
And was he in the CCC camps working here? What did they build here with CCC? Do you
They didn't build here. They built down the road down by Tucker Flats. They built all those things
For the water,
for
you
the
know.
water to hold water.
Yeah,
Right. Cow
Like,
tanks?
like that, little dikes.
like these dikes, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, any of the things you'd like to share about the early history of the area? Did you ever hear any interesting stories about, you know, the Native Americans that were here, or any ghost stories, or anything that would be interesting to the people?
I had never heard of any ghost or anything.
However, either way you look at it, Daddy and his family, when they lived in Cheese, they herded goats down there, and they constantly had a few encounters with the Apaches that were running wild here. That's what they're trying to get at, Mom.
I don't know anything about those, hija. I don't know.
But Daddy tells the girls a lot of stories, Mom. That's what they're after.
Well,
don't
my
know
father used
anything
to herd goats for Sofia Trujillo.
Uh-huh.
Do you know, you used to know Chris Trujillo?
Uh-huh.
Okay, his dad.
Uh-huh.
My father used to work for his
That was
dad,
my dad.
but he had a bunch of goats down in Cheese.
Uh-huh.
I don't
And
know.
my
about
father used to
this
herd
one.
goats for him all the time, for years and years.
This one
How
is
many
my
goats
aunt.
did they have?
The most
Probably about from 800 to 1,000.
Wow.
This one here
And what was his name again?
was my mother's
Um,
mom.
Chris Trujillo's dad.
Sofia.
Sophia. Okay,
Sofia
so
Trujillo.
Chris Trujillo's dad,
Yeah,
Sophia.
yeah.
And they had lots of goats, and
Goats.
they have any sheep?
They had a few sheep, you know, not many. Yeah.
Did they ever put bells on the different sheep or
Oh,
goats?
yeah, they had a lot of bells on the goats. So the coyotes, you see, the cows wouldn't get close to the goats, you know, with the bell.
With the noise.
Yeah.
And so, when you lived in Cheese, you were doing goat herding. What else did you do when you were living in Cheese?
Well, mostly that's what we done all the time, you know, herding goats all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, did you go to church there in Cheese?
Yeah, they got a church in Cheese.
And was there a school in Cheese?
Yeah.
What?
A school in Cheese.
Oh, yeah, I went to school in Cheese.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And who was your teacher?
Frank Trujillo.
No, Frank Trujillo wasn't Trujillo. Who was that teacher? What was the name of that guy from Montana?
Adan.
No.
Adon?
Oh no,
Torres?
it was Chavez.
Chavez, yeah.
Abel Chavez.
Abel Chavez.
Adele?
Abel.
Abel Chavez. Okay.
Abel, if you want to come right down.
Abel, however you want to call him. You know.
Uh-huh.
He used to be a teacher down in Cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to go to school over there. Not for long, you know, but I went to school over there for about maybe 3 or 4 years.
Now, did they that would have been during the Depression? So
Yeah, right. That's the deal when the Depression was going on.
right. So did they shorten the school year at that? Did you go 9 months or did you go 7 months? Do you remember how many
I don't remember.
months you went?
Yeah, but
Now-
I know I went to school last time there.
Now, did you go to school in Cochille?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, where was the school in
It's called
Cochille?
there by where the store used to be just south of the store. You know that big dish?
Uh-huh.
That dish wasn't there. The school was there. And when they got rid of the school, they built it for Mrs. What is her name? What is her name? Lucia? The one that lives there by Johnny, Jimmy.
Alice?
He used to work here at the mine. Her son. Now they live there by where Maggie and Manuel live now. What is his name?
I don't know which one you're talking
I
about.
don't know what you're talking about.
The lady that lives across the street from
Mrs. Bechtel?
Mrs. Beto. That's when they get rid of the school, they built that school. That used to be a school where Mrs. Beto lives now.
Okay, so that was where the school was. We
Yeah.
were wondering about that. Now, did you go to school with Herminia?
Ermila?
Amelia?
Yeah.
Okay, and you went to school in,
Emila, Lalo, Mercedes, Petra, Benina, Luisa, Aida, Fernando, a lot of my brothers. We all used to go to school there.
and how, was it a high school too?
And no, I don't think so.
Just an elementary
John
school?
Elementary School, yeah.
And so where did you go to high school then?
I didn't go to high school, no.
Okay, you just stopped at 8th
Yeah,
grade.
yeah.
And did you stop at 8th grade then, Larry?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and so about how old were with you then when you stopped at 8th grade?
Daddy only went to school 3 years.
3 years, okay.
I don't remember. Yeah, I didn't get to school, go to school too much because, you know, we were way out of the, we wasn't living in trees at the time. We stayed way in the ranch,
Uh-huh.
maybe 10 miles from trees. So I didn't hardly go to school.
Mm-hmm.